Personally, I love these icons up here for your navigation bar. I wonder if we can incorporate something like that over here or something, but I really like that. The only thing I don't like is the text is too skinny to read, so you really want to make it a little bit thicker, a little bit bold. So that is coming out nicely on that. Now, your other big issue here, the font size you're using right here on this page is a good size, but when I go to here, holy cow, I'm going to have to squint and read. Um, I would avoid two columns. I would go down to one column. And here's the thing what I would do. A lot of times you have the spacing and the font sizes on these other fonts, they're just too small. Okay. So when we look at this, um, so phone layout. So this font size you're using down here is 13 points, Rockwell, for your body text. So then you really want this to be Rockwell as well. Well, you have, again, I'm not sure why it's Helvetica Light, but you definitely want to increase that size. Now, here's what I suggest, especially on the About page. I'm going to move this over, move this out of the way, move this out of the way, move this out of the way, move this. Okay, so what I'm going to suggest that you do is you go to Widgets Library, come over to Panels, bring over what we call an accordion. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's up here on the right. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in About Me, and then I'm going to take this text that I have here, I'm going to copy it over. Okay, I'm going to increase the size. So I'm increasing at least to 13 points. I would suggest that you keep it the same font. So I'm not sure why Rockwell, you have it on your first page, so I don't know if that's what you're, what's going on with that, but I'll change it to that. And see what this does is it kind of separates this into tabs. And what we can do is we can basically then, I'm going to cut out this image. I'm going to select this image, I'm going to cut it. Okay, then I'm going to take my text tool, I'm going to click here right before hi, I'm going to paste it. Puts in some weird spacing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to wrap on my options bar, I'm going to align this to the right side. So it's going to have the text go around it, so I think that's going to be a nicer feature. Now, what'll happen here is then down at the bottom, oops, I guess we got a graphic here, so let's move that out of the way. And we can resize this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, oops, I'm going to select this text here and type in objective. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this over. Okay, again, change the size. And if you need to, you might need to change the text color and so forth. Then I go to the next one. I type this as education. Okay, and bring education in. Now I'm going to add, I see this little plus sign, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to type in skills and abilities. You'll get the idea. Experience. Okay. And then what you do is just add your content into these areas where you want. Now if you want to add a graphic into one of those, you could do the same thing, cut and paste. This one, again, if I click on objective, I click on this, I cut it, I come up and I click in where the I is, I paste it, I go to wrap, just like that, something like that. Now each of these can be changed to your color scheme. So this all has to do, you can take your text color and change the font, of course, the Rockwell, whatever you're using. We can change the color itself. If we go to States panel, I'm going to go back and reselect this. You have the normal, which is gray. So if we want to change that to the green, okay, I'll go back to active, then it's white. So you can control all that. So that's going to help customize and fit and make your page, this page, a little more easier to read.